usual. Hello there, and welcome to episode 176 of my series where I aim to play the maps of the towns, cities and urban areas of Norway to perfection on Geoguessr. That is, to achieve a score of 25,000 points for each map. Today we have made it sort of to the middle of Norway, to the town of Mo I Rana, i.e. Mo in Rana. Rana is the fourth largest commune of Norway, and it covers a very large area of wilderness, but it does have a sizable town of Mo, which has about 21,000 people. It has for centuries been a place of commerce for Samis coming out of the mountains in Sweden and up in the mountains here to trade with people coming up the fjords here. It's an area that is quite rich in various metallic ores, and there's still mining going on in the mountains north of Mo. Mo is also a place where you can use as a starting point to head up into the Svartisen Glacier area, which is quite spectacular. And it just so happens that I was here last weekend, and I went to see a rather astonishing thing called the Marble Castle up here. Well, that's quite a drive. But while the city itself, well, it does have some nice spots with some old houses and stuff. But in general, it's not the most spectacular of cities. But it's got absolutely astonishing surroundings if you head out to the coast here. That's like an hour and a half to drive. So that is definitely a place to go. What else can we say about Mo I Rana? Well, so with the mining, there has been various industries down in the city itself. There's been an iron works which did not work very well. There's also been this coal processing plant downtown, which also was a rather harebrained scheme by the government at the time, and it was a horrible money pit, as was the ironworks, and they are both long gone. But there are various other mineral and metal industries in Mo. Also, as a part of providing work for the people who were laid off after they shut down the coal and coal processing plant in the ironworks, they have, amongst other things, established a national library in Mo I Rana. So anything you want to know about Norway, you will find in the National Library here, including pretty much every book printed in Norway before the year 2000. You will find here, and you will also find a lot of it, and I mean a lot of it, in their online resources. They have digitalized pretty much everything. So if you are on a Norwegian IP address, you can access tons of stuff from the National Library. So yeah, but let's have a look at Mo I Rana and see if I can recognize the places here. So we've only seen one other person play this map. That's all right with me. So yeah, I'm sort of familiar with Mo I Rana. I lived in the area like 30 years ago. So that doesn't really make me very much a local, but yeah, you come through this place if you're driving north in Norway. If you're driving the E6, you have to go through Mo. So this is Mo Industrial Park, so that is supposed to be up here somewhere. And I guess, yeah, we're on this one actually. Yeah, I came through here last weekend. Let's see. So we're heading southeast, so we're on this one. And I would guess that we are here. So that's the garage, that's that thing. Then we got the house. I would say that is most likely correct. It was. Okay, next one. Ooh, this is where things could get tricky. I know it says we're on the outskirts of town, but that's not quite true. We are on the outskirts of central Mo, but then you cross the river here and you come over to Ytteren and Bosmoen, which are districts in the city. But yeah, this is not going to be easy. We are somewhere here. And that is going to be a major pain to figure out. Let's see. There's about 50 meters between these light poles usually. So we're about 55 meters or so away from the bridge. And in the olden days, of course, I would be able to lean on the scale that was on the maps here, but no more. There's that pedestrian bridge up here. I could, of course, try a count, but now let's live dangerously and say that we are here. Let's see, is there anything I can use? Nah, rocks in the river. Nah, let's go with that. Let's see. Okay, we'll have to do a second round. That is not spectacularly well by me. So this is the offices of Rana Mines, Rana Gruber. So they are still operating, and they are digging out something called hematite and magnetite. Now, I don't know where, but let's see. This is conveyor belt going from this site, and it crosses. Let's see. It crosses somewhere here, and then heads on. Wait a minute. Oh, are we here? Rana Gruber, Rana Mines. But yeah, this is conveyor belt thing that brings ore, I guess, down here and onwards to the harbour. So let's see if this is indeed the spot. Let's see. No, this is not the spot because we go north. So that would need to be... I have no idea where we are. Rana is also, well, brief, almost touched on it. I'm saying that if you're heading north, you go through Rana if you are traveling the E6. This is turning into a transport hub of sorts because they are now busy making a new airport up here somewhere to replace the old one that is here, the short track one, and that is supposed to become the new airport for this, at least this particular region, to put the airport at Sandnessjøen and the airport at Mosjøen out of business, I guess. The people of those two towns are not too happy with that. Let's see, Elm Road, Rowan Road. And if I'm going to be honest about it, I think they could have found at least somewhere that would be sort of in the middle between the three. That's instead of putting it slapped next to one of them. But hey, that's the way things go. Let's see. So So Elm Road and Rowan Road, and let's see, and this is Muirlan Road. Okay, Muirlan is so Muirlan is let's see, Muirlan is somewhere here on top, if I remember correctly. And now we just need to find the thing. So why can't I find Muirlan? Oh, I guess this is a case of barking up the wrong tree. Well, it's interesting that we found... Wait a minute, here's Muirlan Road. So where we... Let's see, that's the Elm Road and the Rowan Road. So right now we're somewhere up here. So it must have been down here then. Let's see. Ah yes, and then the road goes underneath this little railroad bridge down here. Right, got you now. So I was actually right to begin with. And we are most likely here. Yep. Residential area. Looks like a main road. Let's check that out then. Now this is... Let's see, what does it say? Driving to from Barracks Hill, 17, and Pallet Road, 14 and 16. Allowed. Okay, so we got two names, Brokkeveien and Palleveien. And I'm wondering, I'm looking southwest, yes. Could we be... I'm wondering if we're out here now, at Bosmon. Although, I'm not entirely sure of that. Yes, we are. Bosmobakken Barnehage. Okay. So, Bosmo... Let's see. There's this Palveien. There's Bosmobakken. Here's the daycare that we got here. Bosmobakken. So Palveien and Brakkbakken. So we could have been here or here. Let's see. So this one leads... Yes. Yep. So we're on this stretch of road. And we're standing next to this thing. And then... Oh, we're down by the railway. Oh, yeah. I went across this... where I drove this bit of road on Saturday, and that is Saturday. Yeah, Saturday on What would that be? The 22nd, the 15th of July. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know where I am anyway, so let's not dither about. So we should be on top of this thing. That's the culvert. That's the one that we're on top of, and we haven't quite made it into the bend yet. Let's see, looking east. That looks like a quite good placement. Let's turn around and have a look at some of these buildings on opposite. There's some nice old buildings and some new ones on the other side here. That didn't really help me much. Let's go with that. Nice. So yeah, that was a nice quick round actually. Well, quick-ish, but then there was this that really took me off guard. So we'll have to do a second round. Now this does not immediately look... Alright, so we're on the E12. And that is a road I have not traveled more than once. That is going back and forth. Could we be here? No, that one suggests that we are... Well, gas station in 350 meters. 500 meters actually. So, but we are... There's an SO down there. That must be that one. Okay, so we're here. Yep, that looks about right. So we are... But why the two lanes? Oh, of course, because they split the road. There. What? Oh well. Okay, now we are... Now we're looking at... We got this bridge down here, which is this one. Ever lesser. Okay. Now, identify the houses. So we're standing next to this divide in the road. So that has to be that house, right? And looking west, we're looking... Oh... That's weird. So here's the pedestrian thingy coming out. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, and it's going down like so. There's something that doesn't quite add up here. That's the shape of these houses here. But, it's not that uncommon that houses are poorly represented on the map. Yeah, we're definitely looking at that house. Okay, let's go with perpendicular this time. And that should place us about there. Oh, okay. Oh, yep, I know where this is. I also went down this road on on Saturday, and that is down here. Let's see, is Helgeland Oil Service? No, this is Helgeland Concrete. Let's see. Well, it is one of these things down here. Let's see. Klima. Yeah, here we are. Has Klima, has the Helgeland Betong. And this doesn't have to be easy. Can I spot that tiny building there? Or even better, we got that road. But let's see. Is that tiny building, is that this thing? Yeah, it must be. So, if I'm looking, once again, perpendicular to the road, I'm looking slightly past the end of this building. So that should place me here. Okay, residential area. And now I have absolutely no clue where I am, so... Toranes. Okay, that actually gives me a hint of where I am, because I stayed overnight here at Toranes. So, Toras Point. So, as Toranes Gata, was Toranes Högda. Okay, so Toranes Heights. Toranes Gata. Here's Toranes Högda. I'm looking west. Something doesn't quite compute here. So I'm wondering if we're on Toranes Street actually. And this road comes down here somewhere, because now looking northeast, we got these long houses. Let's see, so if I go over here, well, and those are the garages. Yeesh. Let's see, so that's, I think that's this one. Let's see, one. And then we jump back a little. Two, and that's that long thing there, that's the garage building there. Okay, got you now. And we are looking almost at the middle of this thing. Good. Final round, and this is not going to be an easy one. And this looks like we are in this area again. So that is probably, so we were up here in the previous game. And now I think we are, and this is the SO up there. And we are just as this traffic island has ended. And let's see. Yeah. I'll go with that. Nice one. Yeah, okay. That was a decent round. And yeah, I think that gave us a good little look at Rana. As usual, no sighting of the downtown except for that little round down here by the railway. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, except that first round thing up here. So yeah, that is episode 176 done. Please check in tomorrow for episode 177. Until then, bye bye.